Chase or fade Xander at 10-7. What do you think, Moose?
I mean, I think these top three guys are all priced appropriately. If you're asking me, I mean, I think that, Colin Morikawa obviously deserves to be 11-2, but I think Xander deserves to be the third highest priced player in this field. I mean, he's outperformed Rory McIlroy, even though Rory does have a win. Xander coming in with 5 top 5 finishes over his last 18 events. This is a player whose approach game has really improved over his last couple starts as well. He's dipped with the putter a bit, but we've seen Xander be a very consistent putter on the PGA. Bent grass being his best surface for the most part, and I think that's going to help him at these games. And I just think that when you look at Xander's record in these limited field events, you have to like what you see. Wins at the WGC, wins at the Tournament of Champions, wins at the Tour Championship, all against similar type of fields. I'll take him over Rory. I think it's exactly the right price, and I think it's a good price to take a shot on him too if you're going to fade the top two guys.
$10,700, Reid. Chase or fade Xander?
Yeah, and it's predicated on what you're doing, like Geoff was talking about with the other guys, especially in GPPs, because I think that's what we're all wanting to talk about, right, is winning the GPP. And Xander is usually a cash game, standout. Like he's just so consistent. You rarely see him foible and falter out of what, these bigger tournaments that do have a cut, right? And now when you have a no cut event, Xander is one of those guys that just does so well. Like, what is it like? All of his wins, Geoff, are like on no-cut events, essentially.
3 of the 4, yeah.
Yeah, Tournament of Champions, Tour Championship. So we know, right? He has the Justin Thomas air about him where he can shoot a 62 very easily, kind of like how what JT did on Saturday at the Players, where he shot a 64, 8 under. That's clearly in Xander's back pocket, very easily accessible. Not so much at Rory these days, but we'll get to him in a little bit. But yeah, Xander properly priced feels right, as opposed to in other majors where you're like, Xander is the third highest guy on the boards, or third lowest guy on the board, and he's behind like the Brysons and the Brookses of the world.